thing we should learn from Michael Vick, because he did dog fighting the wrong way. I'm going to do it the right way. The wrong way is to take cute little puppies and make them mean and force them to fight. That's wrong. What I'm going to do is a little different. I'm going to start a dog fighting ring, but I'm only using retired service animals. You know, like seeing eye dogs? They got to do something after they retire. Why not fight? And the reason that I'm going to use retired service animals is because there's one reason. If a service animal doesn't want to fight, it can open the door and leave. I grew up here in Missoula, Montana, and one day that I remember very distinctly was walking downtown Missoula, and I was around 10 years old. And I remember this day very clearly, because at one point, I looked up, and I saw a sign, ladies and gentlemen, like a beacon of hope. It said, secondhand store. Yes! Finally a store that has what I need. So I ran in there, and I went up to the counter, I said, I want one. And the guy looked at me, and he offered me a lamp. And I said, no, sir, I would like a second hand. And he still looked confused. So I spelled it out for him. I said, listen, I have the first one. All I need from you is the second one. Do you have anything in the right? Maybe I could try on. And I love Missoula because it's so diverse. And you grow up and you experience all these different things. And, you know, and especially in the state right now, people are butting heads over all those things that we don't have in common. You know, I think I should have a gun in a school. I think I should be able to have sex with a man. And we butt heads all the time. But I realize it all comes back, it's a human experience. Like, we all have those things in common that we need to recognize and hold on to. And it all comes back to a story my mother read me when I was 4 years old. Everybody poops. Like, seriously, it doesn't matter your political views or where you come from. Everybody shits. And what I've come to know as an adult is not only does everybody shit, but everybody really fucking enjoys it. Like, guys, don't believe the propaganda. The women around you right now, they shit and they enjoy it. Because that's not a male experience, that's a human experience. You know, to be in a safe place. You know, where you don't have to worry about somebody knocking at the door and just have that moment to yourself, that me time. You know, you can do whatever you want. You know, you can meditate, you can think about the day, current events. You know, the way we enjoy that time has changed. Like my grandfather, he had an old Western novel that he read his entire life. The book never changed, but he always read that on the toilet. And my father, I always remember, he had a little electronic poker game. He'd spend hours in there with 2 buttons and a black and white screen. Me, my generation, I have a cell phone. And then, no, don't lie to me. There is somebody in the bathroom right now on Facebook. Everybody does it. I don't do it with everybody. Like, it's not just anybody that I'll communicate to in this environment. You know, I have a shit list. And it's not a bad thing. The shit list are the people in my life and in my contacts I feel comfortable enough to share this moment with. Because it's not, you know, it's nice to know you have complete privacy, but at the same time, you're not alone. It was very comforting. Like, my brother is on my shit list. You know, and I don't know, I'm not a doctor. You know, I haven't studied medicine. You know, I don't know if there's science behind this. But I'm on his shit list, he's on my shit list. And it's been a while, and I'm pretty sure we're on the same cycle. Because on numerous occasions, he lives in Oregon. We're nowhere near each other. But I'll text him and be like, I'm pooping. And he'll be like, so OMG, so am I. And that's a bond that we share. And I share with everyone on my shit list. Everybody read a 300-page book, and you have so much time to do it in. And then I want a book report. And I was freaking out. I was like, that's gonna be really hard, like everyone else. But then she was nice enough to take me aside and explain to me that, Michael, you're special. I said, I know. She said, don't you worry about the 300 pages. You just hand something in. I said, okay. 2 months went by. I turned in a very nice book report on Where is Waldo? It had one sentence. I found him under the bridge. And the worst part about that story, I got a B. So every day on the first day, I had the same conversation with every new teacher I ever had. When we know something like this, they walk up to me and politely say, hello, how are you doing? Like this made any sense. And being 5 years old, I didn't know what it meant to be patronized or talked down to. So naturally, I assumed that all my teachers had disabilities. Like slow talking disabilities. So I tried to accommodate. I said, I'm okay. How are you? I was a junior in high school before we figured out neither one of us talked like that. I started working out, you know, to get big, I can shape, but it was really peer pressure. Because anybody that has a television or can read an article in the last couple of years knows that America is fat. Like everybody says it, you turn on the TV, America's obese, our kids are in trouble, blah, 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 blah. And I started really thinking about this. I was like, maybe I should do something. And I started thinking about that, because it's very counter to what I grew up with, and what we all grew up with. So when we were being, you know, when we were young, we were having family dinners, what happened when you didn't finish your food? We all got yelled at, didn't we? My mom said there are starving kids in poor countries that would love your lima beans. And I'm like, send it to them. But we grew up with this guilt, so we finish our food. But I realized, because all this stuff is in the news, and it's not popular to finish your food anymore. When I have children, and they do clean their plate, I'm gonna have to yell at them. And what the hell did you do? Is that your empty plate? Go throw it up. Go throw it up right now. No chocolate laxative for dessert. Go throw it up. There are fat kids in Ohio. Thank you guys so much for letting me have some time. We'll see you soon.